Today we're going to be refinishing the headlights on our C230 Sport. We've done them once before with the 3M kit, turned out pretty good, but they've gotten hazy again, so we're going to refinish them this time with the Griots Headlight restoration kit, and we're going to use this disposable car cover from them also to keep the dust and overspray off the paint. And then we've got the masking tape and other items that come with the kit here. You get sandpaper, lint-free cloths, and some cleaning towels and everything. So we'll get that done and be right back. Oh, shoot. Alright, so we got this rascal wrapped. It was pretty easy to do. There's a little sticker on the front. Can't see it, it's up underneath the bumper, but it says front. And all we had to do is just stretch it out over there. It's a pretty slick little item, disposable car cover. And so now what we need to do is just cut out where the headlights are going to be and get that taped off. Okay, so this is going to be a very time-consuming part of the process, and what we're going to do is just poke right through there and just cut like a rough hole in the plastic right around where our headlight is. And it really helps if you have a second pair of hands. You know, naturally when you do this, keep the point of the scissors away from the paint because you can scratch it. Just cut it. Doesn't have to be exact because we're going to come back with masking tape. So that's all there is. Then we'll come back masking tape around that, and I'll show you what the other one looks like. And here's what it looks like when it's finished. Not a super clean, slick job, I know. But the point is, when you're sanding on it, you just want to make sure you have your paint protected in case you get a little wild with the sander. And then also, when the spray process is going to, you have to be concerned about overspray and things like that. So the important thing is just to get all areas of the paint covered that you don't want either sanded or overspray on. Okay, the next step according to the instructions is to clean any debris off the headlights like bug guts or things like that. I think you could probably do that before you do the masking tape, and that way you don't have to worry about getting your tape and stuff wet. Fortunately, I had this cleaning product from another headlight refinishing process that I've used, and it worked really good, and I didn't get the masking tape wet or anything. So now we're ready to do the sanding. You get this handy little pad, two-sided pad. You need a bottle of water. Forgot to mention that at the beginning, but you have to have a bottle of water, and I'm using distilled water. I'm not sure why, it just seemed like a good idea. So I'm going to spray the headlight down, and then, well, just spray one side. And apparently back and forth and up and down is the motion that you want to have. If your headlights are really badly yellowed, then you're going to have like a yellow liquid coming off. These weren't really that bad. It's a little yellow though. So as you do it, you'll see it sanding down through that yellow layer. And when you're finished, it's going to have like a cloudy look to it, which is fine because when you go back over it with the clear coat, it's going to look perfect. So I'll work on this a little bit, and then we'll come back and do the clear coat step. Okay, so I've sanded on it for a few minutes now, and cleaned it off with a paper towel, just kind of looking over it here to see if there's any places. And I saw a place right here. You probably can't see it on the video, but still kind of rough right there. Also, I don't have a good even opaque look to it, so I'm going to concentrate more right here and more right here. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. So we'll go on to the spray process. Okay, so we have our sanding process complete, and I wasn't able to get a nice uniform cloudiness like they recommend, but I worked on it quite a while, so I think probably I need to include 2 of these because I think I've just worn all the sand off of it. It just wasn't really doing anything, so, and I could probably just go buy another one, but I'm going to try it like this first and just see what happens. So you can also see we're having some problems with the masking tape wanting to come off now that it's got wet, which is probably why body shops don't use blue masking tape, but that's what I had, and actually I think that's what they recommend. So anyway, next step is going to be to wipe over it with our lint-free cloth, which is included in the kit. Give that a good wiping. And then they also give you a little alcohol soaked pad like this. And we'll just go over it with that real quick. I imagine what this is going to do is get rid of all the contaminants that might keep the clear coat from setting up exactly like it should. And I may regret not sanding these more, but we're going to find out in the next step, which is going to be putting the clear coat on. But first we've got to let this alcohol dry, so I'm going to take a break and we'll come back and do some painting. Okay, so we've got our headlights clean and we wiped over it with the alcohol pad. You actually get 3 of those alcohol pads with the kit, so you might use one for the cleaning process, you know, back at the beginning, and then you'd still have one for each headlight for this part. So what you want to do on painting it is just a smooth back and forth overlapping motion. You know, spray past the point where you think you need to stop so you get a nice smooth finish, and it looks something like this. So I can already tell by looking that I didn't get enough right there, so I'm going to let it dry for about, I don't know, 10 or 15 seconds here, and then go back and hit that again. But that's pretty much all there is to it, and you can see it already looks really good. But now comes the important step, which is we need to pull it out into direct sunlight and let it set for 10 to 15 minutes to cure, and ideally for about 4 hours. So we're actually going to leave it out there about 4 hours, and hopefully this was helpful to you. If so, hit the like button for me. Thank you.